Hello! Welcome back to the Spoonie Stitcher channel. I'm Shannon the Spoonie Stitcher. You're inside the stitchery and I'm so happy you're here today. Today's video is amigurumi basics. Sort of. You do need to know how to crochet. I mean, you should know the single crochet, the slip stitch, the chain, the basics. What I'm going to teach you is what you need to know if you want to make any amigurumi. Any amigurumi, not just mine, but all of them. These are the things that are the absolute basics that you really need to know if you want to crochet amigurumi. And it's all in one video with timestamps. You're welcome. So if you just need a specific part of the video, go down to the description box, look at the timestamp, see which one you need. I'm hoping I can break this into chapters, but sometimes YouTube doesn't let me do that. So maybe this time they will. Fingers crossed. If so, scroll at the bottom of the screen and you will see the chapters across the screen. So in this tutorial, I will teach you how to turn a chain 2 into a magic ring in case you can't do a magic ring, or it's too confusing, or you don't like it, or many other reasons. But you still want to make amigurumi, so you need the hole to be sewn up. I will show you a very simple way to do that. I also will teach you the magic ring, because that is my favorite way to start an amigurumi. I will also show you how to count your stitches in a magic ring or a chain 2 ring. It's fine. Counting your stitches is the same no matter what you use. The stitches all look the same. I will also teach you how to increase and decrease, how to change color, 2 different ways. I will teach you how to close up your hole and hide your tail. Lots of other basic skills in this tutorial. So if you're ready, proceed to the next slide. Make a slip knot, chain 2. You're going to make 6 single crochet in your little hole here. So 1, take a stitch marker, there you go, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. Our first stitch is right here. We're going to go straight in to the second round. We're going to increase in every stitch around, so we're going to have 12. 1, 2, 11, 12. Okay, pull your tail as tight as possible without breaking the yarn. You still have a small hole there. So we're going to remove our hook. We're going to get our needle. Okay, we're going to thread the small tail. And on the back, we have these funny little loops that stick up like this. We are going to go in and out of all of those loops, but only the ones in the center. If it's too far out, skip it. There should be about 6 because that was your base. And then, whoop, that one is not, there we go, okay. We're gonna pull tight. Look, it's gone. Okay, so you might want to tack it down a little bit, put it through a couple of stitches so it doesn't come out. But other than that, you're good. There. Now you can make amigurumi too. There we go. Lay out your fingers like this. So my thumb is up, my pointer finger and my middle finger are faced like this. Take my yarn and drape it over my fingers, like so. Take my thumb, pinch that yarn. My other hand will wrap the yarn in an X formation. Let me show you that again. So remember, it's draped over, my finger has pinched it. I'm going to just wrap my yarn in an X formation. Now I'm going to turn my entire hand take my ring finger and my pinky and hold that yarn. Take my hook. Right now, the head, that's what this part is called, the head is facing me. I need it to face downward. Going to slip my hook under this first loop and use my head to catch this and pull it. Now tip my hook like so. Spin my hook. Now don't hold too tight anywhere, otherwise you won't be able to do the next step. Now I'm going to take my hook and grab this yarn and pull it through the little loop we just created. Like so. And now look at this. You can let go. And everything is attached. And I'm going to hold my ring like this. Now I'm going to take my hook and go into the ring like so. Then I'm going to wrap and grab this yarn and pull it towards me. Now I have 2 loops on my hook. I'm going to wrap the yarn again and go through. That is 1 single crochet into a magic ring. So we're going to go in, wrap, pull up, wrap, pull through. That's 2. In, wrap, pull up, wrap, pull through. That's 3. In, wrap, pull up, wrap, pull through. That's 4. Yeah. In, wrap, pull up, wrap, pull through. That's 5. In, wrap, pull up, wrap, pull through. That's 6. So you see these little V's? These are our stitches. So we never count this loop that's sticking up, but we do count the stitch that's attached to it. So let's count our loops together. Stitches, I'm sorry. Let's count our stitches together. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, and 24. Perfect. Once you have 6 single crochet, pull the tiny tail slightly closed. We still want a hole there. We're going to insert our hook into the next stitch. That is this one right here. Not this little bump. This bump is nothing. This is a stitch. 2 loops on your hook, please. Wrap, pull through, 2 loops on your hook, wrap, pull through again, and in the same stitch, you're going to do another one. Now, where's your stitch marker? Count back 2, 1, 2, mark that stitch. This is an increase round. That means there will be 2 single crochet in every stitch. And 2 more. 1, 2. Count and make sure you have 12. The next row we are going to help sew in our tail, and we are going to do a staggered increase. Staggered increase means that whatever you do in the first row, you don't do in the next row. A staggered increase is where you have in the first row, say row A, we're doing an increase, and then whatever our instructions are, and then we will end on the opposite of this stitch. And then in the next row, we start with those stitches and then increase, and then we'll end on an increase. And what that does is it gives us a circle instead of, in this case, because we're indivisible by 6, instead of a hexagon, which I think I just made an octagon. Oops, I did. Okay, instead of a hexagon. Oh dear, I know shapes, I swear. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay. Because our rows are divisible by 6 stitches, we are making a hexagon. And we don't want that. We want a circle. So that's why we do that. If we were to do increase, dot, 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 increase, dot, 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 in our rows, we would get the hexagon. But by doing it this way, by staggering our increases, we are more likely to get a circle. To start that, take out your stitch marker, put 2 single crochet in the next stitch. 1, 2, get your stitch marker back and count the first one. Back up, 1, 2. In the very next stitch, you're gonna just make 1 single crochet. You're gonna repeat that pattern around 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1 until you have 18 stitches. Here is a handy hint on knowing if you did it right. So if you started with an increase, which is 2 stitches, your very last stitch of that row should be a single crochet all by itself. You still need to count, but that's a good way to kind of figure out if you did it right. I'm going to mark my cup instead of here for a stitch marker. I'm going to mark it here for 2 reasons. 1, it tells me that I'm going around for several rounds. And 2, it's not in my way and I don't have to remove it each time. But if you're a beginner, I do recommend putting it in the stitch each time so you don't get lost. And having a little piece of paper next to you checking off every time you do a row, very, very helpful. Okay. We're going to start to make a little line here of stitches, and you can just follow the line instead of counting every single time. Okay, so you should have rounds 5 through 13. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, and 13 right there. I'm going to insert my hook into the final stitch of row 6. I'm going to wrap my yarn and pull up and pull it through. So I've got 2 loops on my hook. Now I'm going to hold it. I'm going to take my new color, which is red or orange, and I'm going to drape it with the tail facing me and pull it through the 2 loops. I'm going to now tighten my base color and the tail of my new color. Then I'm going to grab my new color and grab my old color, and this is my favorite part, twist. Now pinch your old color, let go of your new color, and you can pick it back up again. And that'll hold it in place until you make your first stitch. So you pull a loop out. Now you see these 2 stitches? Your top stitch right here that's sitting on top like that, and this one right here that's on the side. Okay, if you take your hook and slip it through these 2 like that, then you get your new color with the tail facing you, and pull it through those like that. And now just start crocheting in whatever you're supposed to do for your next round. For us, we are going to slip stitch in the back loops only. We're going to do a couple of those. Yeah, we'll do 3 for good measure. Okay. Now, this is so cool. We tighten our new color just a little bit. And then, remember this loop? We can now pull it, and there we go. Look at that. Isn't that cool? Yeah. So, that is another way you can change color if you like. You are going to take your hook and go under the front loop of this stitch. And don't do anything else. And then you are going to go under the front loop of the next stitch. Now you have 3 loops on your hook and you're probably at some kind of angle. Now you're going to wrap and bring your hook through these 2 loops only, like that. Now you've got 2 loops on your hook. You're gonna wrap and bring your hook through the last 2. That is the invisible decrease. There are lots of methods to close a hole. This is one of the ones I like. We are going to go under the front loop and under the front loop, kind of like we did with the invisible decrease. And we're going to do that 3 times. 2 and 3. Pull tight. Now, we are going to close the hole in a different method in case you didn't like the last one. We are just going to go in the front loops of all 6 stitches. So we're just going to go in the front loop like this. Just like that. Just the front loop. Okay? You should have 6 of those and then pull. And that closes your hole like that. Stick your needle through the middle like that and go out somewhere in his hat. And then you can go back and forth a couple times just to make sure it doesn't come out, especially if you're giving this to a child. Okay, pull up so that it is fighting you. Snip as close as possible and it should get sucked back in, and if not, just kind of massage it around. So this is where my string is coming out, and I'm going to skip this stitch and go under the next 2 loops of the next stitch. So like this, see? And pull gently. Not like that. Now, where I came out, which is where my string is attached, so in this one, I'm going to go back through the center and out somewhere under these stitches right here. And pull gently. There. Now which one's the fake stitch? Take a small piece of string, cross the 2 sides together as if you're going to tie a knot, wrap one side 3 times, 1, 2, 3, wrap the other side 3 times, 1, 2, 3, slowly pull them together until they make a knot. Push on either side. And there we go. If you see my little piggy here, he's got false French knots for his eyes. Thank you for joining me today. I hope this tutorial helped you. If it did, please leave me a like, please leave me a comment. I really need to know that my teaching type videos are the videos that are helpful. I'd really appreciate it if you guys could let me know when I'm being helpful. I do love teaching you, and I'm hoping that my teaching style is okay. So as you could tell, there were a lot of different clips because I took them all from old tutorials or brand new ones that are coming out soon. So I already had the footage, and so this made the perfect video. Thank you so much for joining me today. Remember to like, share, and subscribe to the Yarn Zebra family. Join the private Facebook group. We have lots of fun over there. And there's even a private little messaging group, and we just talk and chat, and it's really fun. You can always email me. My P.O. box is linked down below. Have a great day. Remember, life happens, yarn helps, and spoonies can stitch it up too. Bye.